emotional reaction to somebody who is a symbol for a lot of people as well. And that's maybe part of the job that he filled for Manchester United last season when everything felt flat and depressing. Ronaldo was there for fans to kind of to cling on to as their light. But you mentioned, and I think you've both talked about Aubameyang and a similar situation. It's not exactly the same, but a similar situation at Arsenal. And it feels as though there are parallels to be drawn with what Manchester United are doing now with Ten Hag and Ronaldo, and what happened with Arsenal under Arteta with Aubameyang.
Cristiano's never late though. He's
and
always
young
early.
players.
So there's not that
He's
parallel.
not going to get stuck in his car on the high road in the middle of North London. But there are kind of parallels there, and it's about very much trusting the process, even when there are bumps, as there were in the match against Manchester United.
Yeah, but like then you have to have a manager that's brave enough, and like Darren rightly said, they've given him the keys to go to do your stuff. They've done the same with Mikel, and you've got to understand that when Aubameyang, we weren't doing very well when Aubameyang was doing everything what he was doing, dropped him late for meetings, whatever it was, in front of those young players, youngest squad in the league. Mikel had to, regardless of what he's doing in respect of scoring, make a decision for the team and the progression of the team and where the team are now to where they were then. And that is what his vision was. He's seeing the team now balanced, working hard, all working for each other. And under Aubameyang, not only could he maybe, if everything what we've seen and what we've heard is right, then he would have disrupted it. I'm not saying Cristiano would disrupt it, because Cristiano is very much about making sure that he's performing at his best. But I admire both of these managers for making the decisions for the necessity of the whole team.
And as much as Leanne's saying, you can't get too carried away, it's 4 wins on the bounce for Manchester United, there's a feel-good factor, it looks as though progress is being made. It's not a time to get carried away. Equally, for Arsenal, or maybe in the opposite sense for Arsenal, is it you don't want to be too despondent about one defeat in this run?
No, I think the Arsenal fans have been very calm about yesterday, because like I say, we went there and I think we controlled it for a long period of time. We know that Man United can play on the break and are very dangerous on the break, and they've got real skillful exponents in respects of counter-attack. Christian Eriksen's first-time balls, Bruno Fernandes's first-time ball, Rashford's pace. You know, that is going to cause any team problems. And if we, like we didn't do yesterday, you're going to close down someone like Bruno Fernandes, if you're not going to get close enough, if Martin Odegaard's not going to get close enough to Eriksen to stop him doing, then you are going to get punished. And that's what they did. Because now we know that Man United have got a set way of playing. Arsenal, with their young team, have got to be more disciplined in what they're doing. When we went to 1-1, thinking, what we're pushing for? Let's calm, let's bring them on, play the ball around, bring Man United onto us, and then bam, we've got the same kind of pace to beat them. And it didn't happen. And that's what Mikel was more worried about. And that's what we've got to learn as a young side.
Also, in a month's time, we're going to be sitting here going, it's a big October for Arsenal. They've got the North London derby, they've got Liverpool, they've got Manchester City, and then Europe
starting to come
into play as well.
Though, I think, because obviously they haven't had the strongest opposition they've been going against. But the Fulham game, for example, I don't think Arsenal win that last year.
Well, you can see the progression that they're making. With all of these teams that we started, there's no way last season and the way we've been playing, you go into those games confidently, yeah, we're going to get something here and there. Those games, it's a different Arsenal. There's more spirit and drive and fight and intensity. And they've won all of those games, whereas 2 or 3 of those games you lose last season. There's a different mentality, which is brilliant. It's progress.
So nobody's getting too carried away on either side. Not